Welcome to IQD Dinar News, your go-to source for the latest updates on currency exchange rates, revaluation news, and insights into the Iraqi dinar. Stay informed and ahead of the curve with our timely analysis and breaking developments. Currency trading, specifically the Iraqi dinar, and how it functions within the broader economic context of the Middle East. To fully explain the paragraph in great detail, let's break it down into its various components, examine them in depth, and explore the background and current context of Iraq's currency system. This comprehensive exploration will span the entire landscape of what is meant by the first banking day for Iraq and most of the Middle East, the nuances of trading, buying, and selling currency within this region, and the broader economic, political, and financial implications of the Iraqi dinar's status and its potential rate change. The paragraph begins by discussing the first banking day for Iraq and most of the Middle East, a critical concept in understanding the local banking and financial operations. The first banking day refers to the day when financial institutions open their doors after the weekend, which in most Middle Eastern countries falls on Sunday. This is not unique to Iraq, as many nations in the Middle East have Sunday as the first official banking day of the week, due to their weekly workweek running from Sunday to Thursday. Friday and Saturday are typically non-working days in these regions, making Sunday the beginning of the business cycle. The reference to the Iraqi dinar having a new rate on Sunday suggests that the currency will undergo some form of re-evaluation or adjustment on that day. Currency revaluation or devaluation is a process by which the value of a country's currency is altered, either by increasing or decreasing it relative to other currencies in the global market. In this case, the new rate would likely mean that Iraq's central bank has decided to revise the dinar's exchange rate against foreign currencies, particularly the US dollar, which is a major benchmark for most global financial systems. The Iraqi dinar's value has been subject to fluctuation and changes over the years due to various economic factors, including the country's political instability, the aftermath of the 2003 Iraq War, and subsequent recovery efforts. Iraq's economy is heavily dependent on oil exports, and fluctuations in oil prices can significantly impact the value of the dinar. Additionally, factors such as inflation, government monetary policy, and the central bank's decisions on currency issuance and foreign exchange reserves also play pivotal roles in determining the currency's value. The paragraph also mentions that the Iraqi dinar has already been trading, buying, and selling in the Middle East for about a week or week and a half before the new rate is announced. This indicates that there has been an informal or perhaps semi-formal market for the currency, where individuals, businesses, and financial institutions have been exchanging dinars at rates that may not necessarily reflect the official rate set by the central bank. This practice of buying and selling currency in markets outside of formal institutions, known as the parallel or black market, is not uncommon in economies with unstable or fluctuating currencies. In countries with high inflation or volatile exchange rates, citizens and businesses often resort to these informal markets as a means of hedging against currency devaluation or securing more favorable exchange rates than what the official system offers. The fact that the dinar has been trading for a week and a half prior to the new rate suggests that there has been anticipation or speculation regarding the central bank's upcoming decision. It also suggests that market participants have been adjusting their expectations, potentially based on rumors or signs of an impending rate change. Trading currency in informal markets can often lead to a discrepancy between the official exchange rate set by the central bank and the rate at which individuals and businesses can actually buy or sell currency in practice. In such markets, the supply and demand for currency become crucial in determining the prevailing exchange rate. If there is a high demand for the dinar, for example, the exchange rate could shift significantly, even if the official rate remains the same. This creates a dynamic where the value of the currency fluctuates not only based on the decisions of the central bank but also due to external market forces and perceptions of economic conditions. The statement also hints at the broader context of Iraq's economic recovery efforts. In the aftermath of years of conflict, including the Iraq War and the rise of ISIS, the country's economy has faced severe challenges, including the collapse of its infrastructure, the disruption of oil exports, and the strain on its currency. The Iraqi government and central bank have worked to stabilize the economy, often with support from international organizations such as the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank. Revaluation of the currency is sometimes seen as a necessary step in these stabilization efforts, as it can help address issues like inflation, foreign exchange reserves, and the overall purchasing power of the national currency. However, currency revaluation is a delicate process that requires careful planning and consideration. If the rate is adjusted too drastically, it can lead to negative consequences such as a loss of confidence in the currency, capital flight, or inflationary pressure. On the other hand, a failure to adjust the currency in response to market realities can result in a continued erosion of the currency's value, further economic instability, and a loss of competitiveness in the global market. In the context of the Middle East, the Iraqi dinar is not the only currency subject to such dynamics. The region is home to several countries with oil-dependent economies, and the exchange rates of currencies like the Saudi riyal, Kuwaiti dinar, and UAE dirham are also influenced by fluctuations in global oil prices and regional geopolitical developments. The interconnectedness of these economies means that any change in the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar has the potential to impact broader regional economic trends, especially in neighboring countries that conduct trade with Iraq. One of the key aspects to consider when analyzing the impact of the Iraqi dinar's exchange rate is the relationship between Iraq and its major trading partners. Iraq's economy is heavily reliant on its oil exports, which are primarily sold to countries in Asia and Europe. Therefore, changes in the dinar's exchange rate can affect the purchasing power of Iraq's oil exports and impact its balance of trade. Additionally, fluctuations in the value of the dinar can influence inflation, as imported goods become more expensive or cheaper depending on the direction of the currency change. The process of determining a new exchange rate for the Iraqi dinar involves a complex set of decisions made by the central bank and the Iraqi government. These decisions take into account a range of economic indicators, such as inflation rates, GDP growth, oil prices, foreign exchange reserves, and overall fiscal policy. Additionally, the central bank must consider the broader political and social implications of such a decision. In a country like Iraq, where political instability and sectarian divisions have often hampered economic progress, any change in the currency's value can have significant repercussions for both domestic and international perceptions of the country's economic stability. In conclusion, the paragraph provided touches on several key issues related to the Iraqi dinar and its exchange rate. The first banking day in Iraq, which occurs on Sunday, marks the start of a new week of trading and economic activity. The Iraqi dinar's potential re-evaluation reflects ongoing efforts to stabilize the currency and the broader economy. The trading of the dinar in informal markets for a week and a half prior to the rate change indicates that market participants are anticipating this adjustment, which may have far-reaching implications for both Iraq's economy and the broader Middle Eastern region. The dynamic between the central bank's official policies and the informal market highlights the complexities of currency management in a volatile economic environment. Thanks for tuning in to IQD Dinar News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For more updates on the Iraqi dinar and global currency trends, hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.